What's good with you? My name is Andre. I love to read books, and I think that you should too. Today, I want to talk about His Black Tongue by Mitchell Luffy. This was my first medieval horror that I've read. It caught my eye because of the cover. I mean, look how illy that looks. I do want to say that I gave this book a 3 out of 5 on my Goodreads score. However, I will say I do give it a 5 out of 5 on an audiobook scale because my gosh, greatest audiobook I've ever heard in terms of musicality, in terms of voice acting, the spirit. You could tell everybody cared about the project. So I would say, as I split my time between reading on the Kindle and listening to the audiobook, that was a great experience. But let's just talk about what I thought about it overall. This is a book that is 14th century France, and so the plague has been busting up everybody, and the story follows two people. It follows Father Pierre and Remy. So it is this friar followed by his ward, and they're visiting different towns, but specifically they're visiting a town called Enfer that has not been affected by the plague. And so this raises a big question, because if a lot of these surrounding cities and people are being affected by the plague, what's going on in this one city where that's not happening? Are there things nefarious? Are there dark forces? Are there witches? And that's what I loved about how this book was set up, is that it felt so atmospheric, wondering what's happening. It's describing people's eyes and how sickly yellow that they looked and how almost dead-like they looked at some point, and yet they didn't have the plague. So I loved it because I was also questioning what happened. Where it ended up losing me was in its climax and its explanation. It felt a little too binary. I will say it doesn't fully resolve everything, which is a big strength, but it did just lose me in the way that it felt like, okay, we have a huge mystery to that's what was going on. So to that point, I'd love to hear if anyone else has read this one or if you're interested. I do think because it's so short, it's not a big time investment. It's worth checking out, even though I do not think that I would want to revisit this one. So shout out to Mitchell Luffy, and I'd love to just hear what other people thought about this one if you have read it. I'm excited for more medieval horror. If you have anything to suggest that I should check out next, I'm all ears. If not, more power to you. Thanks so much for watching. Catch you next time.